Nikki Benz in the ring, and PWX a suitable opponent for Chris Hero, Arik.
What? Where did he?
Nikki Benz show, what?
This is great! He's in such a good mood, Doug. He's great, isn't he, Doug?
He's a suitable replacement, I guess.
If I was to throw a cat out of the window, would that be pity?
And that comes with a $300 fine as well.
Oh, man.
Who writes my stuff?
This guy's great.
So ladies and gentlemen, each and every one of you, thank you for one reason, and one reason only, and that's to enjoy the concert of your midnight idol, first world.
We're gonna get to concert.
Oh, man. Doug, this is worth the price of admission. This is great, Doug. I hope he sings America.
No, listen. Start spreading the news. Boy, he's in tune, Arik.
Oh, this is my favorite. He's looking great.
But Nikki, this is Philly, not New York.
Shh. Sorry.
The fans are loving this, I think.
Wait a minute.
What?
That's the anarchist. That's the anarchist, Eric Cannon.
What the hell's he doing here?
I have no idea.
Nikki Benz just got thrown to the floor.
Does that mean we're not going to hear the rest of the song? Ah, Nikki's hurt.
Who penciled in that mustache?
Wait a minute, he's calling out Chris Hero, Doug.
I think Arik Cannon's saying he is the only suitable opponent for Chris Hero.
I believe that's what he's saying.
You would know it better than me, Arik.
Well, they do have a rivalry. You know, unlike Davey Richards, at least Arik Cannon has the guts to show up here and wrestle Chris Hero because Davey Richards was scared. He stayed when the competition was easier than PWX.
Whether we're in Indiana, Ohio, Chicago,
My kind of town.
the more things change, the more they stay the same. So why don't you bring your ass out here and we'll finish this tonight in Philly.
Well, what Arik Cannon was saying, Doug, is that they have wrestled all over the country. They have quite a rivalry with one another. No love lost. I mean, it's as professional as a rivalry can get. But, Doug, the amount of times they have wrestled one another and the amount of injuries sustained in matches, the amount of wins and losses split between the two of them, it has caused some bitterness. It has caused a rivalry. This is based purely on competition. And Chris Hero right now, Doug, is at a turning point because lately he hasn't been that successful. He's a very, very streaky wrestler. I probably called more Chris Hero matches than anybody on the show tonight, Doug. And Chris Hero, when he gets on a roll, he can roll for a year, 2 years at a time. But when he gets on a losing streak, and recently he suffered a huge loss, an injury sustained as well to the gluteus maximus, it'll be interesting to see how Chris Hero bounces back.
And Chris Hero, I mean, Arik Cannon obviously has had this in the back of his head that he's going to go against Chris Hero. Chris Hero just finding out right now that Cannon's his opponent. I would say the advantage goes to Arik Cannon right here.
Oh, absolutely. And Hero not backing down one bit. And Hero, I'm not sure whether he's happy or he's a little angry right now to see Arik Cannon. But Arik Cannon seizing the opportunity, seizing the moment, bringing himself in at his own dime, Doug Gentry, and seizing this moment to get his hands on his rival.
Well, that's good for promoter Ronnie Lang. He likes to hear that. Running leg, the promoter, he likes to hear that.
Down in front. A big shoulder tackle takedown. And Arik Cannon and Chris Hero recently, Arik Cannon scored a huge win over Chris Hero at the Ted Petty Invitational. Well, that was last year. I say recently, but as a matter of fact, it was 1 year ago, September of 2005. But after the match, Chris Hero attacked Arik Cannon. That's where this has come from, Doug. This is very personal between these two. A lot of wins and losses split between one another. This match is huge.
I'll tell you what, Arik, this is just one more item right here. It shows you don't know what you're going to get when you go to a PWX show. I mean, look, we got one of the hottest rivalries on the independents right here in Philadelphia for PWX, unscheduled. And this could be a main event anywhere in the United States.
It has main evented many times and in many places in the United States. You know what else it tells you, Doug?
What's that?
That Davey Richards is scared of Chris Hero. He doesn't want to be carotted in the middle of the ring or Hero's welcome. Who would?
And another thing, once again, we didn't get to hear Nikki Benz's full concert. Hopefully next time we will get the whole long rendition of the concert of the singing. That guy's got some talent.
Well, you know what? I like Arik Cannon because he wished me a happy birthday on MySpace, but we got some heat right now with him ending the Nikki Benz concert shortly.
Does he even want to wrestle? I think he just wants to sing.
It doesn't matter. He's an entertainer, Doug. He's a sports entertainer. But he left the sport at home. He came here to entertain. I don't think that's the last we've seen of Nikki Benz.
Ooh, wow, he just punched him right in the face, Arik.
They don't like each other, Doug. I mean, I'm sure there are some people in the wrestling business you would like to punch in the face. Would you like to name some?
No, I don't want to.
Come on, name some. I know you got it in you. Show some balls, will you?
We'd have to talk to my lawyer first.
All right.
Look at that.
Big roaring elbow. Takes Cannon all the way to the floor. Cannon shaking it off. Hero hits the ropes. Oh, man. He is so versatile, Doug. He spent some time recently in Mexico, travels to Europe extensively, has been in Japan, has wrestled all over the world. And that's the thing about Chris Hero. He's like an independent version of Chris Benoit. He has learned so many different styles and adapts the styles to his opponents and mixes up his offense and his defense with intermingling the different styles. He has spent time training under Johnny Saint, his idol over in Europe. I mean, Chris Hero is truly a wrestling machine.
I'll tell you what, Arik, that is the Yoshihiro Tajiri style of making money in the business, because in 1998 he was making $70 a night in Big Japan, decided to go to Mexico, decided to go to the ECW, and now he had six-figure contracts in WWE. That just shows if you go worldwide, if you train worldwide, and you learn every type of wrestling in the world, you will be successful. And success, I think, is Chris Hero's middle name.
Oh, absolutely. Chris Hero right now with the big boot to Arik Cannon. And what you have to wonder, Doug, is Chris Hero and Arik Cannon, they don't like each other. They have such a rivalry with one another. It'll be interesting if it comes to a point in the matchup when Chris Hero or Arik Cannon can end it, if they will actually go to end it. Hey, that guy looks familiar in the front row. If they will actually go to end it, and if they will actually go to end the matchup, or they will go to inflict more punishment on their opponents. What a scumbag. Oh, man.
Right on the back. And Arik, let me tell you what, something you might have not have seen. Earlier tonight, Chris Hero was in the ring stretching. He stretches back for more than 30 minutes in the ring. He couldn't even get feeling in his back. He's going in, like you said before, with an injury, and Arik Cannon obviously knows that injury, and he's taking full advantage right here.
Well, Doug, I'll tell you a story. It's a true story that, what was it, this match? Of course, we are here on September 13th. We're on a Wednesday night. This past Saturday, Chris Hero went toe-to-toe with Eddie Kingston in one of the best matches that I've seen in quite some time. And after the match was over, Chris Hero, who wound up losing a very rare loss, Chris Hero suffered on that night. His gluteus maximus, he was in a lot of pain. So when I saw Chris tonight in the building, you know, you say hello to everybody, and I try as an announcer to get notes and to get with the wrestlers to see how they're feeling. I said, Chris, how's your ass? And of course, Ian Ryan and some of the other wrestlers looked at me like I was crazy or came from some kind of a bar on the other side of the street, but they didn't understand that Chris Hero suffered a very, very painful injury just a couple of days ago. And right now, this simple suplex could be the difference in the matchup. There you go. You see him right there holding his gluteus maximus area.
That's a pain in the butt. And Arik Cannon going for the cover, but he didn't hook the leg, Arik.
Come on, Bryce!
He's yelling at Bryce. A lot of people don't like Bryce Remsburg in this business, though.
I like him.
Well, you know what? There are a lot of color commentators, one in specific. Well, I'm not going to name him right here, who just has it in for Bryce Remsburg.
Okay.
He's accused him of being very corrupt.
Corrupt?
Yes.
The officiating here at PWX is top-notch, Arik.
Absolutely. Very seasoned officials here.
Chris Hero firing back to the midsection.
And right now, Arik Cannon having a hard time standing up. But Doug, I mean, just put yourself in Arik Cannon's shoes, you know? I mean, you're not scheduled to be on this show, or as they like to say in the wrestling industry, quote-unquote, booked. He came here on his own dime, traveled all the way from Chicago by himself, thinking about nothing but Chris Hero, obsessing on Chris Hero. Somehow or another, he knew that Davey Richards wasn't going to be here, whether Davey Richards called him and tipped him off, whether Arik Cannon wound up slashing his tires. Who said 4 flat tires? Arik Cannon knew Davey Richards wasn't going to be here. Arik Cannon knew that Chris Hero would be here with an open contract. And Arik Cannon, whether you like him or you don't like him, you have to respect the efforts and you have to respect the guts of Arik Cannon and the athleticism and the professionalism for him to drive all the way here on his own dime to wrestle a guy on a show where he didn't even know if he'd be allowed in the building.
I'll tell you what, Arik, I like when we reminisce about Austin Idol and 1981 Memphis TV.
That's right, Jack.
I mean, this is old school bringing back that's cool, unlike all JBL's old school comments that nobody cares about. But I'll tell you what, Arik, I can't think about what it'd be like to be in Arik Cannon's shoes. You want to know why?
Why?
Because he wears an 11 and I wear a size 10. So it's not going to happen.
You know what, Doug? I knew that was the joke you were going for, but I shut up and I let you get your heat, and that's fine by me because it would have been a funny joke if I didn't know that it was coming, but I could see it coming a mile away. Unlike Chris Hero, Doug, who couldn't see Arik Cannon coming a mile away.
See, that's what's called working.
Right.
And we are working like a well-oiled machine. And you know what? You know what's not going to work like a well-oiled machine?
What's that, Doug?
Tonight's main event, Steve Corino and Teddy Hart later on tonight. Those guys, how can they work together? It's going to be a vicious fight.
You know, Doug, part of me can't wait, but I'm just so enjoying this match and knowing that we have a hardcore event coming up later on tonight, as well as a matchup that really a lot of people have overlooked tonight in what could be the show stealer in AJ Styles and Homicide.
Oh, low blow. Bryce didn't see it.
Well, you know, Bryce is kind of short. So, you know, he has a lot of problems when it comes to noticing different things like that, especially when it comes to low blows.
So when he played baseball in Little League, he played shortstop?
Right, that's right. You know,
enough of the Bobby Heenan midget jokes.
Exactly. But Arik Cannon right now, you can see him reveling in the moment. And you can see, Doug, one thing that I want to point out right now, that the longer this match goes on, the more confident Arik Cannon gets. And Arik Cannon, again, for a guy that walked in here not knowing what he was walking into, but having an absolute plan in mind, he came in here with a lot of confidence, and the longer this match goes, the more confident he has become.
Arik Cannon in full control right here. I wonder how much that back has really affected Chris Hero. He doesn't seem to be on par with his normal offensive strikes, his normal offensive game plan that he usually has. This is not a typical Chris Hero match. Chris Hero's taken a lot of punishment. Oh, he spit right in his face!
You know what, Doug? I see Chris Hero in the ring with a lot of people that he doesn't like, but I don't think I've ever seen him spit in somebody's face.
Is Arik Cannon split open? Is Chris Hero's mouth busted?
I wonder if he's going to call him a slut after that. What? Bipasso and a big forearm! And Cannon in a lot of trouble right now.
The welts in his face? His nose is busted?
Big scoop power slam right there.
I'll tell you what. This match is physical, Arik.
Oh, it is. But, Doug, what you're seeing right now is you're seeing a Chris Hero on defense. A Chris Hero we're not used to seeing. I'm used to seeing, Doug, I don't know about you, but I'm used to seeing a Chris Hero in control. A Chris Hero who, like Claudio Constagnoli, likes to pick a body part, have some fun out there, show off his cravats. Chris Hero is a guy who likes to control the tempo of a matchup. But right now, we are seeing a Chris Hero in defense. Look at these two guys, trading shots, trading chops in the center of the ring like the two warriors that they are. Ooh. And Doug, again, that injury to the gluteus maximus, I mean, this simple move like a body slam or anything in which Chris Hero will, quite honestly, land on his ass is going to hurt him. The pain that's going to go up and down his body, and it's going to be a very long night for Chris Hero the longer this match goes on.
These forearm strikes are amazing, Arik.
Absolutely. Arik Cannon, who has had a lot of success quietly on the independents as of late, a recent Young Lions Cup winner over at Chikara Pro Wrestling.
Uh-oh.
Big backdrop driver.
Dropped him right on his head, Arik. Uh-oh.
Hero feeding off of it. Where does he get it from, Doug? Backdrop driver.
shades of Kobashi, Steve Williams from All Japan.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
And the fans are getting behind both these guys, Eric.
Get behind Cannon, they're getting behind Hero, and again, dog.
Oh, it's going to come down to who wants this match the most. Who has the most intestinal fortitude will be the winner in this hard-hitting contest. And there it is, Eric.
Here it is, the Kerbat. The Kerbatoplasm right there.
And Cannon's getting up.
I don't know where they're getting it from, Doug. Right now they're feeding off of the adrenaline. The Yakuza kick over the top rope to the floor. And Cannon stays on his feet, which may or may not be smart. Hero can go to pay. Hero feeding off of it. Hero has become a real favorite here in this area over the last 2 years. Made a name for himself early in his career in the Mid-South area, but really, Doug, he's become a staple mate of the Northeast and a big favorite specifically here in Philadelphia.
And the fans getting behind Chris Hero here. What a night of action we've seen so far, Eric.
Oh, absolutely, Doug. And again, you brought it up. We still have yet to see Teddy Hart and Steve Corino, AJ Styles and Homicide. Maybe you've heard of those guys. And of course, Ian Rotten and Mana, the Polynesian Warrior, in his house. Eric Cannon spinning back to Chris Hero. With the water on top of the head.
Make sure Frank Talent doesn't see that.
You got that right. He'll shut the show down.
Ooh.
Frank Talent, representative of the State Athletic Commission here in Pennsylvania.
That's a man you don't want to mess with, Eric.
Absolutely not. And Hero throws him back in the ring. Hero playing up to the fans a little bit, Doug.
It's a little unusual. It's a good side of Chris Hero I like to see.
Yeah.
And Hero now scaling to the top rope.
Maybe going for one of those patented stomps right there. And well, let's face it, Doug, Cannon's got a hell of a target on him. Oh, not enough.
2.5.
Cannon with a lot of life left in him, and again, don't let the physique fool you. Look at the cardiovascular conditioning of Arik Cannon, Doug.
I mean, this match has been fast-paced, action-packed. Cannon blocks it, but to take a double step to the midsection and get up like that shows what kind of athlete he is.
What I like about Cannon, Doug, is he doesn't go down. When he gets hit hard by Hero, he stays on his feet. He may be wobbling and weebling, but he's staying on his feet. And he may be setting up for the Glimmering Warlock right here. No.
What?
Oh, man. A twisting neck breaker out of a vertical suplex position. But, Doug, the Glimmering Warlock is what Chris Hero needs to stay away from. That's that shining enziguri that Arik Cannon has patented. A lot of guys have stolen that move from him as of late over the independent wrestling circuit. But Arik Cannon, the guy that innovated that move on the scene.
Often imitated, but never duplicated.
Right on. He is the anarchist.
And you gotta like it, the fans behind this action here. A great night of wrestling, this is, Eric.
Oh, this is tremendous. Arik Cannon, the striker. Chris Hero, a submission expert. Cannon maybe going for another one of those neck breaker suplex deals. And Hero, look at the versatility there. Kerbat!
He's got it up.
Ooh, look at those knee strikes, Doug.
He's softening him up. Wait, Eric going up to the top second rope here.
He may flip over and do a Kerbat. Oh, and yes, that's exactly what he's doing. I've seen him do that many times. Not enough. And Chris Hero, Doug, he looks stunned.
I'm stunned. I can't believe that's not it.
I'm telling you right now, Doug, it's whoever's going to get their move on first. The Glimmering Warlock first to Hero's welcome. I'm putting my money on that now, Doug. That's how it's going to end. And look at Cannon, Doug. Look at the guts of Arik Cannon pulling himself up by the ropes there. A lesser man would stay down, but not Arik Cannon, not the anarchist.
And Hero not going for that Hero's welcome. He wants to deliver some more shots. Remember, this is personal, Eric.
Oh, absolutely. Big neck breaker once again. What's that, Doug, about the 6th or 7th neck breaker we've seen during this match?
At least. He's going, picks him up. Brainbuster.
Oh, yeah.
Hooks the leg.
But, Doug, you got to be impressed by the conditioning of Arik Cannon. I mean, yeah, he's breathing a little heavy, but he's still going. He's still getting right back up on his feet. The fans here right now just in awe of the physicality of this contest, Doug. Very brutal right now. This is the kind of match that stays with you. This is the kind of match you're gonna remember 2 weeks from now when you still have the bruises on your body, when you can't sit down straight, when you can't open up your left eye. This is the kind of match that stays with you long after the night is over, Doug.
And this is nothing but a knockdown, dragged out affair here. And we saw Arik Cannon a little bit earlier there. He almost looked a little frustrated, almost like, what the heck do I have to do to beat this guy?
You're right. You're absolutely right. And Chris Hero, you gotta wonder, Doug, when that frustration is gonna creep in on Chris Hero.
It's almost like desperation headbutts here.
Oh yeah.
These guys almost can't even muster the energy for a punch. They're just throwing their heads at each other.
And Doug, I think it's gonna come down to a lucky position in the matchup. Here it is, the Glimmering Warlock! The Glimmering Warlock, and Hero stays on his feet!
That's two!
And Cannon cannot believe it!
Oh, he missed!
Hero going for a Yakuza kick, down he goes!
What?
Standing moonsault!
Wow, he got him!
Oh man.
I can't believe it, what an unbelievable matchup here! Chris Hero's victorious!
And countering the Glimmering Warlock, Hero holding on like Gluteus Maximus in a lot of pain right now, maybe in tears, but it was well worth it as he beat his rival, and Doug, he may just have stolen tonight's show.
Chris Hero showing why he is the best in Philadelphia, but Arik Cannon, I think he's got a job here in PWX.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.